Last few months, we've experienced a snow drought and somewhat warmer temperatures, and a lot of eyebrows are being raised this morning, and that's why we like to go to our expert we have right here in-house, Chief Meteorologist Patrick Hammer. So Patrick, last month we barely got any snow. For Christmas, it was super warm, the warmest Christmas since 1982, but compared to 2022, a lot different because that's when we had the blizzard, way more lake effect snow. So how do you compare what's coming to what we've dealt with in the past?
Well, first of all, the weather pattern set up this season is like polar opposite of last season.
Right.
Okay. I mean,
and I'm down with that. I mean,
that makes sense.
The ski resorts have been struggling. Hopefully, with this snow, that'll help them out. That we're getting.
And here's the reason why. I mean, it's plain. It's El Nino. Okay. That is a warmer weather pattern for us. This, during the winter season, most of Canada's warm. The Pacific Northwest is warm. The storm track is displaced to the south, and you get more kind of rainy systems. Last year, Kelly, was very different, and coming up, I'm going to show you the difference in what kind of happened last year and the evolution of the weather pattern last year, which was, believe it or not, Kelly, this is the craziest thing. This will be remembered 2022, 2023 as a rather tame winter, with the exception of two historic storms, right? You had, of course, the November, just 81 inches of snow in Orchard Park, and then, of course, the deadly December blizzard. So we've moved on from an La Nina weather pattern, which we had last year, to an El Nino pattern this year. And what I want to show you now, and as you ask your next question, I got more answers for you.
At this point last year, we had 100 inches of snow. This year, we've had just over 10 inches. The average is 36.7. So why this big swing, like year to year? What's going on?
Very good question.
Yeah.
And snow seasons can have tremendous variability around here. We all know that. One year you get 120 inches, the next year you get 50. This is what we've had so far. If we could take the graphic full, I'll show you what we've got. 102 inches of snow is what we had on this date last year. Can you believe that? We've had 10% of last year's snow so far. 10.5 inches, 10%. Normally we should be at about 36. Of course, we've had way less than that.
Let's look ahead now. So we're going to switch to summer mode.
Okay, well, before we do that,
I
want to quickly address what happened last year and what's happening now.
Oh, okay.
The polar vortex, which is where all the cold air is bottled up, is sitting over the pole. That's where it was last year. That's where it is now. The difference, though, with last year is that two different times we had some of that cold air plunge into the northern tier of states, including the Great Lakes, and that is what set up the two cold snaps and, of course, the two true historic storms. I will say this weather pattern looks like, Kelly, may be coming here for parts of January and into February.
Oh, so a little preview. We do not have time for the summer question.
We don't?
We might get to that. Maybe we'll ask you about that next week.
Very good.
You can join us and we can do the same thing. All right, Patrick. Thank you. We'll see you in a couple minutes for your